that post-fight glow, is it? Fucking hell. Lydia Daydahl, Fight Connect TV, in association with Empire Fight Store and proudly sponsored by ESBC Boxing Game. I'm delighted to be joined by a victorious Tommy Hitman Hodgson, 5-0 here backstage at the Hilton in Newcastle on Fight Zone. Congratulations.
Yeah, buzzing. It was nice to actually meet me professional out in Newcastle for the first time, and it was a good reception, wasn't it?
The Hitman's homecoming.
Oh, mate, honestly, like when I first, after the full days felt different, Lydia, honestly. Now, like this morning, not just chilling at home, and then just that I was getting all the nice messages and that, and as soon as I walked in, I caught eye with people and that, and I knew it was going to be good, like.
Well, yesterday at the weigh-ins, just after we were saying goodbye, and I said, how are you feeling? And you said to me, I feel good. I get to go home, get to wake up in my own bed. Did it make a difference this morning when you woke up and you were at home with your family?
Yeah, 100%. It was just chill. The full, even like yesterday, obviously the weigh-in, and that was a dead chill. The day's been dead chill. It was different. Like, it was different feeling. That, you know what I mean? Like obviously, like the seeing the crowd and that there was like I've never experienced something like that yet.
Mad.
So I know they come down Sheffield, but not like that. Like obviously they come down still make the noise, like, but that was different, wasn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, it's such a pleasure to be ringside, to watch fights and to see everyone having a good time. It really does make a difference when you're working media or when you're at the show, right?
100%. And even when I get home tonight and I go through my phone and that, and then even on the way out and I'll see people and that, like. Honestly, I appreciate it loads, man. It's class. Like tomorrow and that, I'm gonna go and see all my mates and that, and I'll walk about my way and see people and like the messages I got off people and like the crack they give us and that is just class. Honestly, they're on my way. I'm well known for boxing and that and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So when they see it's like it's nice.
Absolutely. Let's talk about the performance in there. How do you feel you did?
He's tricky, isn't he? He's tricky.
Yes.
I spoke with him after, and he was like very impressed with us, and they always give the best guy a compliment. So I've had 5 fights now in like 6-7 months back to back, isn't it? So I've been feeling it a bit the last couple of weeks. So this week I'm going to have a week off, then back in the gym, recharge your batteries and that. And
1 week off you're giving yourself, is it?
Because usually I've been fighting on like a Friday or Saturday, haven't I? Then I've been back in the gym on the Monday because I've been fighting again 4 or 5 weeks after. So this time round, I don't know when I'm back out, so I'll give myself a week off. Just chill and eat.
Just chill. We let you have a week off. Don't worry about it. But when we look at your performance there tonight, like from your professional debut, you impressed so many people with your calmness, with your skill, with your ring technique, your IQ. We're now starting to see every fight kind of like Tommy Hodgson, the professional fighter. You're starting to get into your flow. You're starting to get that style. We kind of know the kind of way you're going to set up a shot and different things like that. What would be your hope for someone who didn't know you there tonight that watched that fight? As in a fan, what would you want them to take away from that Hodgson performance?
Composure, and sometimes I did rush it and that, but I don't know, I feel like I'm box a bit mature on me, like I don't rush nothing or force nothing. Like people always say like when you want to start stopping kids and stuff like that, but if I start charging at people and getting caught and rushing things, people go, oh, he's rushing, he's working, he's dead amateur, and then. But you kind of you have to just find the medium, don't you? And Dean and Ross and that one pressed and I thought I set a pretty pace, and he's tough, man. These journeymen I'm fighting against, they don't give nothing away either. You're trying to find gaps and that, and I believe I'm strong, and I feel like I believe I can punch. So.
Well, they're journeymen you're in there against, but they're not your average journeymen that are coming to lie down. No. They're coming to win. They want to upset the apple cart,
Yeah, that's it. I know. There haven't been no walkovers, because that's I've watched him before, and he's just went into a ball. And I know, even there, I spoke to him after. He was saying, you come for us. He said I tried and stuff like that. So, it's different, isn't it?
It is. It certainly is. We obviously talking about the support that you have out there, your family there as well. I think it was your aunt I just met downstairs that I was watching for the first time. She's only just stopped crying.
Honestly, man, to get through, this interview, the amount of people that were stopping us and that, and trying, it's nice, so it's good. I've always got time. Even after this, when I get sorted, I'll go out and see them all if they still live. Probably been mortal since about 12 o'clock the day.
But before I let you go, because I know there's a few people want to speak to you and get changed and let you go down and say goodbye to everyone that's leaving. But when we look at the 5 fights you've had so far undefeated, it's been in 6 months. It's such you're probably one of the, especially for post-COVID new professionals, you're definitely the most active. Like, who else has been out there from their professional debut in 6 months, 5 fights, 5 learning fights for you, learning on the job as we go. But has there been any surprises in terms of you as the professional? Is it still as you imagined? No regrets choosing this career?
No, obviously I know. when the lockdown happened, I was nowhere, you know, like I wasn't signed with Jamie or one Empire, and I had nothing, and I was just training, like waiting for something to pop up, and obviously I'm 5 fights deep, so I'm buzzing. I couldn't ask for anything better, really, like.
Absolutely, and I know we always talk about it. It is a long way off, right? We're not jumping the gun just yet, but we do talk about a big world title fight here in Newcastle. Does that give you kind of like an image of what it could be like?
Oh, aye. Well, you've seen them lot there just in that room there, but aye, like that's everyone's dream in Newcastle, isn't it? And I've said like I've been all in from Broxton since I was about 12, 13, so that is the aim, obviously, become world champion in my hometown.
Absolutely. Let's get your manager in here very quickly, Jamie Sheldon. Just jump in while you're standing there, stalking in the background. If you can see yourself, you're in the shot. That's how it works, right? Where we move it out a little bit. And we get you in the shot properly. Yeah, he's been admiring himself there earlier on. But Jamie, just a quick word on that performance and how you think Tommy fared there tonight.
Happy for him. I think it's what he needed. A good test. Listen, there's no point putting kids in there that he's going to bowl over. It's no good for his development. It's no good for us as a management company because our job is to develop the kid. So it's a good test for him, and that kid was a test. He were bringing everything. Even when Tommy were hurting him, he was still coming back and firing. So he had to think. He got clipped a couple of times. Come back to the corner. His coaches did a great job. Reassessed, went back out, put a few things right, and it was great. It was good for him. Really enjoyed it. Really good for him. And like I say, he deserves a little break now because he's been flat out. And then what we'll do in the next couple of weeks, we'll sit down with his team, promotional team, Dennis Hodgson, Fight Zone, and we'll plan next steps and then we'll take it from there.
We were just speaking very quickly there about, you know, he seems going to have a week off. I was saying we'll let him have a week off, right? But 5 fights in 6 months, definitely one of the most active new professionals that are on the British scene at the moment.
100%, and the reason he has been so active is because when we first signed him, he says, I just want to fight. Just let me fight. I said, mate, I'll get you fighting as much as you want to fight. If you can give us that commitment, we're here to serve you. We work for you. We'll do what you ask for.
That is true. That is true.
Good to add in there. But Jamie, before we wrap up the interview, you know, for you as a manager working with Ross and Dean, Tommy's coaches, what will be the hope for Tommy now from your perspective going forward for the next year?
From my perspective, it's just keep doing what he's doing. Keep learning, because at the end of the day, we're all learning on the job. You never know it all. Don't matter whether you're just starting out or you're at top. You're always learning. So it's about progression for me. We'll keep progressing, and obviously after each fight we reassess which is the best route for us to go. If there's something we need to change, we'll change it, and just keep developing. That's all we can do at this stage. Obviously further down the line, let's make no mistake, this kid's a prospect. Do you know what I mean? So if you're looking too far in front, the kid's got a big future. I want to be part of that. I want to help bring that to him and get him that. But that's further down the line. Let's just keep developing. We're going at a nice steady pace, and who knows, world's your oyster.
Absolutely. I'll leave the final word with you, Tommy. Signing off here from Fight Zone Newcastle.
I just want to thank everyone that come to watch us, and thank you to Jamie and the team and Dean and coaches and that, and everyone that was a part of it. Really, so it was a special night.
Absolutely. Well, we look forward to 6-0, right? Thank you very much. Great to speak to you. Thomas Hitman Hodgson and manager Jamie Sheldon for Fight Connect TV, and they're gone.